I can change your life. First class, alright. Put you on a one-way flight. I can get you here tonight. You know I can change your life. First class, alright. Put you on a one-way flight. I can get you here tonight. You know I can change your life. First class, alright. Put you on a one-way flight. I can get you here tonight. You know I can change your life. First class, alright. Put you on a one-way flight. I can get you here tonight. You know I can change your life. First class, alright.
Good morning all. Yes, sir. Hope everyone is well. Hope everyone is good. Happy today is Wednesday. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope no one got cooked with CPI yesterday. It was not too crazy at the news, but yeah, came back as expected. But market took it extremely positive that it came back as expected. Seems like the market was pricing in CPI to come back worse as expected. Ended up coming back as expected, so not even better than expected, but as expected. But market priced it in very positively here. We can see with the upside moves on gold, just with everything, man. If you look at stock market, did extremely well yesterday in the initial move up, followed by a downside move. And we are closing lower on stock market, but it's not a total crash, right? We're not even breaking back into these lower ranges here. Look at 4 hour. You know, it's just staying in this consolidation. So not like what I was expecting, but we had a beautiful downside move on stock market yesterday. And if you look at Dixie here, which I want to show, had a downside move with Dixie as well. So it wasn't really, you know, if the numbers came back, basically inflation being higher than expected, you would have seen Dixie rally pretty aggressively yesterday. Small rally, but that got sold off and the stock market followed with it. So yeah, let's see what we have going on for today. Let's have a quick look through Reddit here. Start off the morning like this, get locked in, see what people are doing here. Algo models. Someone's asking about algo models. Consistently profitable trader, what's your bread and butter setup for $50 to $100 a day? Say ORB. I think the problem with this question is per day, right? Like you can easily make $500 a week, but you don't have to trade every day. Like $500 a week is not rocket science, especially risking $100. It's not that tough. Not every week you'll hit it, but I think the trying to focus to make $100 every day is the problem, because some days you're gonna get like 200, another day you get 100, maybe you lose, right? Today there should be court decision about the Trump tariffs. Yeah, they're trying to put 25% tariffs, so we have to see what's going to go on above that. Gold hit new highs. Thank you very much, man. As if I can't look at a chart. What great news, this guy. Everyone should give this guy an award. We should give this guy an award for telling us that gold hit this price. As if we couldn't check ourselves. Thank you, bro. Amazing, amazing. You know. What made you get into trading? I think this would be a cool one here. I want you guys in YouTube chat to write what made you get into trading. Everyone, what made you get into trading? Was it a video, a person, a friend, a lifestyle? Did you get pulled in by the charlatans showing you money? So let's see. Everyone in YouTube chat, Zoom, let's see. Because I'm not good at business. Job insecurity, no good small business idea. Control over my time, outcomes, stayed because of a game. Self-mastery. A challenge to yourself, a friend, freedom. Man, I got into trading because freaking I like cars and I saw all these guys have cars and I was like, fuck, man. Maybe this is a good business model. Honestly, that's the reason I got in. I'm like, maybe I should give it a go. And then, you know, I was in crypto as well, so it was like a natural transition. I'm like, yeah, these guys seem to... Then I found out that how the system works. Got homeless. That's the last thing you want to do, is start trading when you're homeless. I think that's a problem there. So yeah. Hate his job. Trading course, we shouldn't. Looking for a mentor. Who do they recommend? ICT. Has to be one guy with ICT. DM me. No one says ICT, man. That's surprising. That's surprising. No one says ICT. Anyways, news for today. Today is Wednesday. We have some PPI news at 5:30. Otherwise, pretty clean. London is clean for now. And then obviously we have maybe some conferences for Trump tariffs here. We have gold here bullish, right? So we have gold here bullish, which is obviously something that is not out of the ordinary for us trading gold. Daily time frame did close bullish here. Not bullish or bearish actually, but the 4 hour has a beautiful close. I'm going to show you this. I got confused between the two. 4 hour has a close above structure here. Boom. So that's a very interesting close. Last one closed doji, so we're still respecting this zone. Right now we're attempting to get back above this 35 level here. We're struggling at the moment. The 1 hour time frame has this big structural point here. So it'll be the first 1 hour time frame to close above, right? Now we're starting to push, get some volume to try get above this zone. So there's a potential breakout trade happening. Do we trust breakout trades? Oof, that's a different question, right? I do want to break out above the 15 because just because we're closing above an hour, you could take it based on a 1 hour time frame. But stops is steep, huh? Stops you're looking at around 170 pip stops. You could maybe push the stops to a little bit sooner. 30-minute time frame does make sense though. You could run 30-minute stops. About 100 pip stops. The best is going to be, wow, no 5 structure. Best is going to be this 15, man. Best is going to be this 15. So if we can see a 15-minute candle close above, at least see it's around 50 pip stops, which is something a little bit more decent here. But we have to trust a breakout. Do I trust gold breaking out right now is the question. Can we get back up to 40s and, you know, a little bit higher? Yeah, even here, you're right. No 1 minute structure even as well here. So, oof. Quite a complex scenario like this, you know. I thought there would be at least one because of this wick here. I thought would create 1 minute structure. So, I don't know, man. I don't know if I like this type of breakout here. I don't know 1 minute structure. Wow. If we can create a good bottom wick, retest 35, I probably would be nice. Oh, no top wick as well. Let's have a look at that on broker though. Yeah, broker, no top wick. Very interesting. So does 1 hour have a wick here? No. So if you backtest this with no wicks, you will find that sometimes when there's no wick, you're gonna get a little bit less probability of continuation. Right? Everyone has their explanation why. On micro futures a wick. What about on GC? Let's see how this looks. I mean, we can still trust it. This is a good bottom wick. There's just a small chance it can retrace. I mean, look at the sellers after this candle open, huh? Look at the sellers that came into play after this candle opened. Right? Heavy sellers coming in, which is nice because if this shit flips, I mean, what a 1 minute candle. So we have two options here. Option number one is then we take it here, flip, look to fill these wicks back to 40. Option number two is we try to get out of this range and only take breakouts above 40 basically. This is our only options we have right now. This is exactly the bottom wick we wanted to see though. I feel like it would be a smarter idea to trade 240, but the breakout is the problem here. Can we trust it? Asian has not pushed too crazy here. Yeah, we had a push for sure, but it's not been straight. It's been structural pushes, meaning we form structure, continue, form structure, continue. So that is nice to see that we're doing that at least. Yeah, trying to think here. If we want to take it on the flip or not. Five close above would not be the best idea because it's late. I'd rather be in earlier than be in late. At least 20 pips I have. Something closing above would be too close to here. You will lose all that range. That's the problem. Ideally, I can get long from 26s. That's the ideal scenario, to get long from 26s. It's not an easy one, this. I mean, if we close above 35, it's a good sign. Close below makes my life easy because then it means I need something closing above. So I wouldn't mind it closing below here. Then I can have more time to make a decision, at least 5 minutes. So we'll see in 12 seconds. Yeah, so we close below here. So yeah, now we can just wait for the 5 minute. If the 5 minute close above here, we can get a smaller stop loss. About 32 pip stop loss, depending where this bottom wick is. If not, this should fake out. I'm not going to be a seller today. Just yet. Right, I'm not going to be a seller just yet. Until we get back in the 1 hour range. But a pullback I will use for opportunity to buy. Especially if we come back and retest into 31s. Even as low as 26s. Still possible for buys. That's going to be the plan. Quite simple now. Let's have a look at DAX, see what DAX is doing. Man, that's really tricky to trade that. Daily time frame closed bearish yesterday. 4 hour time frame closing bullish here. Liquidity grab from the 4 hour support, which is nice. 1 hour time frame just ripping bullish here. Could be buys above here, but there's just no structure right now, you know. Again, I would like a pullback on this. Let's have a quick look at NQ here. Yesterday we had a lot of bearish momentum come into the market, leading the daily bearish. Come back to this daily resistance now. 4 hour did close below, kind of respecting that daily resistance zone here. So we have bearish bias for now, but we're at a very strong support zone here. Very strong support zone. Yeah, we need some more. If we could sell below the 1 hour support, get back to the daily support, it is possible. But we need to see that develop. So that would be the plan for now. Selling below that to get back to the daily support. Wouldn't mind that. Not a crazy plan. But let's see what we do in here. Right? Yesterday we got stuck in the whole of London. See back on gold here, retracing slowly. You guys did well in Asian session, huh? I saw some cooking positions in Asian session. Some buys. London is treacherous, man. This would have been my buy in Asian. Close above here, stop below this candle here structure. Because Asian stop loss you have to run. And then target this wick here. This was a nice close. Brother, when is the prop firm payout video? I already took a payout from the prop firm, so it's too late to make that video. And then I'm not gambling my accounts, trying to just flip them. I'm growing them sustainably. And I also want a balance because I want to grow them to like maybe 4K each and then take 2K out each. Because right now I could just full margin send them, right? And then just keep rebuying accounts, but that's not really the way I want to run it. That's how you can get rejected payouts. What do you mean by Asian stop loss? There's a certain strategy to trade Asian session, you know? There's this video, look. I'm gonna show you. This video here I have in the WAP. How to trade Asian session plus Asian ranges. 19 minutes, right? So it's a 19-minute concept about trading Asian. Yeah, I lost 2 top step account from $4,000 each, feeling sad and unconfident. Any point to help? What do you mean? You are up 4,000? You're up 4,000? Harry, don't you think 4% loss limit on futures prop firm is not enough? Yeah, if you're not a good trader or don't have a good background, then yeah, then you're gonna struggle with that. But it's a cheap challenge, right? That's why you're paying for that reason. Let's have a look at this, man. Okay, this is very common issue, man. Very common issue. Look at this candle you're entering after, man. Huge bullish candle. This is doji. Yeah, your entry was right here, man. That was your entry. You need to be thinking 2 steps ahead. You're lagging behind right now, right? Because you're entering after the push happened. That's like entering after this candle. Do you think it'd be a good idea entering after this candle or entering a sell after this candle? That's the same thing you did. Right? So you have to be extremely careful and you need to work a little bit smarter, not harder, right? It's very common. See a big candle, enter. If you see a big candle, that means majority of the move is done. So where's my USD JPY? Oh, here. Right? You look at the size of this candle. This is the biggest candle of the day. And you've entered at the high of the biggest candle of the day. Right? The daily open started here. and you entered at the high of the biggest candle of the day. Right? This candle here was 9 pips. You entered after a 20 pip candle ripping to the high. Just ripped it straight. This should be obvious to you. If this is not obvious to you, you need to work on a little bit of the content and start to study just a little bit more, because very risky that is like some basics, right? That you need to get down. Otherwise, you're going to lose so much money just doing that. We don't want that. We don't want that. Okay, so what is your entry here? Well, you had one thing, right? Which was direction for Asian. Direction was bullish. So use this opportunity as this push up, the pullback, and check out setup number 2, man. Because this is a picture perfect setup number 2. Very simple, beautiful bottom wick to the high. Very simple setup that. And then your trade looks something like this. Right? So now you're working smarter, not harder. 8-point stop loss. And now you get a 1 to 3 suddenly in one candle. And very easy trade to hold, huh? Look. You literally enter and then boom, it's just pushing for you. You can even trail till it breaks 1 minute structure, have stop loss as soon as it breaks this wick here. And you're going to get a 1 to 2.5. Boom, this is going to stop you out. That's it. I was up, blew them yesterday. Yeah, I mean, that happens, man. I've seen people do that. And it will knock your confidence, but you need to make sure, how did you grow them? Did you grow them by full margining? Because if that's the case, then, you know, it will blow up that fast. But if it's just a risk management thing. Mona, I want to ask you how you deal with when you trade zone to zone and you have LTA, but the first area will be mentally break even. It didn't give you 1-to-1. Can you secure some before 1-to-1? You can secure some before 1-to-1, but there has to be a reason, right? Like, I don't recommend it for people who don't know how to build up reasons, you know? How do you know a big candle is coming? You don't. But the point is, what I'm telling him is you don't enter after a big candle, right? You don't want to, your entry does not want to be here. It's not a good idea for your entry to be here. Like, you want to be getting somewhere in here. Even this is much better. Like, this would have been fine to give this a shot. But this is a picture perfect setup too here. Very simple to see that, you know, pull back LTA, you have bullish bias, you continue the bias. But you don't want to be entering here. The way you get out, maybe you get out at 1-to-1, whatever. That's, you know, it's easier obviously to discuss the optimal way to get out once it's already happened. Right? Once it's already happened, it's easy to say the optimal way to get out. But as long as here, you're for sure getting a 1-to-1. Compared to this, problematic. Five minutes after we can take, up to you, man. I don't know. You tell me the data on that. If you have data on that, you can tell me. How much do you risk on max loss limit 50k prop firm? Like 500 bucks. Did I have over traded? I ended up break even. Yeah, it's a good time to stop, man. It's a good time to stop when that happens, right? You made profit, you gave it back, just stop. The last thing you want to do is end the day negative with the thought, oh, let me just try one more time to just end my day positive. You made a mistake, you overtraded, gave profit back. Ignore that and work on just not trading today. Go trade on a demo account or something else. Hey, tell us the best trading strategy with high RR. The best trading strategy with high RR is called BB strategy. Check it out, BB strategy. Right? There's another one, there's another strategy. It's a very good one. And I'll tell you, it's called the RU. So the letters RU and then G space A space Y strategy. So there's that one as well. You can write that out as well. So check that one as well. RU G space A space Y strategy. Very good. Type that out in Google and check. So you risk 500 with 200 drawdown. The first trade I take on the account, I see it's trailing, so it doesn't matter how much the first trade you take. But you can, you know, yeah, that's what you have to do with these accounts. That's why they're cheap. How are you managing payout right now? At 2K profit, so total 4K. This is the best way I feel. Do you trade NQ in New York? I trade more US 30. I like US 30 a lot. Not against NQ in New York though. Yesterday I was looking at it. Can you do a video on prop firm risk management? I do think I've done that for you guys already. It's in my free course, it should be. Here you go. I think I have a table for you guys. There you go. Prop firm risk management. Literally what you typed is what I have for you to check out. Small little table for you guys. So check out the full course. It's there. Basic one. In the group I have some more advanced ones, which is like more in depth. I mean, let me show you how risk management can be viewed to really understand, right? To really understand how you are as a trader. There's this chart here. It's a very interesting chart. Gonna get it loaded up and show you guys. This chart. Very important, this chart. This was a webinar that we did. Now this chart is a measure of risk increase, right? Which is a form of risk management. with low risk and high risk on the other side, and ideal risk and base risk as well. So to understand this chart here is very important. It's going to help you a lot if you understand this chart, right? Because this is how you can progress risk logically. And it makes you understand why many people blow challenges and stuff like this. It's a very interesting concept, actually. All right, gold is waking up. Gold is waking up. Gold is waking up. Good morning, gold. 6 minutes for this candle to close. 1 minute for the 5 to close. Even a good trader can have a losing streak. If it happens, your account is gone. Yeah, but then you just buy another one. That's the point. It's the return on investment is much higher because the account is cheap. That's the game you play, right? Those future prop firms are not really a long term. You don't plan to pass one account and keep that long term. Like at some point when you hit that streak, you will lose the account. Then you buy again because you can pass, right? And those accounts are not hard to pass, not like an FTMO, right? My accounts, 4 trading days, I passed the accounts. So if you're risking high, you can pass them faster. It's all about budgeting, understanding how to leverage capital. Because if you're at least making a return on them, it's going to make sense. That's why long term, you want to either have a personal account or maybe you want to be funded with something that is more long term, you know, like a full instant funding account that you can just have. That's something more, you know, less rules and stuff like that, something you can use long term. Or you have a personal account as well, you know, but personal account will cost more than paying for a, you know. Are the rules easier in future prop firms? No, harder. Harder but easier to pass. Also, guys, can you go leave a comment on my new Instagram post, please? If you haven't already, go leave a like and a comment on my new Instagram post. Tell me what you think. Long time since I post. Maybe I select one commenter, because we open the exclusive group tomorrow. So I might select one commenter to join. We'll do something fun like that. So go leave a comment. We always do that when I post. It's fun. Yeah, we'll probably do that for fun. We'll do that for fun. If you leave a comment, we'll pick someone. All right, so we have about 3 minutes for the 15 to close here. We could get a breakout close. Only thing we need to worry about is the 40 level. So let's bring in that 40 level. 40 level. Boom. How are you managing the track? Do you learn all the apex of the curves? Yeah, you learn the line. It's called a line, right? You learn the line. What's more important is like understanding how to trail break and stuff like that, you know? We're doing lines. I go karting. Karting is fun, man. Karting is fun. But you see, in karting, the two different things with karting is in karting, you're not smashing the brakes like you do in a car. And in karting, you want the rear axle to slide. In cars, you don't want the rear axle to slide. Can I take a trade of short selling? You want to short gold. If it's in your plan, you can. I'm not going to stop you. I'm not going to stop you if it's your plan to short gold. How many laps have you done on Dubai track? Oh man, quite a lot by now. Probably over 100. MashaAllah, it's been great. Depends on the track. My instructor tells me avoid sliding because you not sliding to loosen the rear axle to rotate, right? Because you don't have suspension in the car, so it's called a yaw angle, Y-A-W. So you'll feel it when you're turning the car. The back starts to rotate, you know, not drift, but it rotates. So it's not full sliding, but the car is rotating for you, and you hit the apex and you rotate out to the outside curve without adding steering angle. Your steering angle is very small, so you're holding very small steering angle, but the car is still rotating. Yeah, not the best close here, but it's fine because this 5 close bearish, so if we can get one closing above 40, it's nice. Or maybe we can try buy again from a dip. Do you think this is serious, guys, or a joke? I think it's serious. Where can you find this strategy, man? Oh, you'll have to go to the dark side to find this strategy. To find this strategy, you'll have to go to the dark side. RUGAY. You'll have to question yourself. You'll have to stand in a mirror and you'll have to repeat this strategy. You'll have to repeat this strategy in front of a mirror. And then the truth will come out to see if what you think it is true. And then only you will be released the strategy. I've never experienced that strategy, nor do I plan to experience that strategy, nor do I have anything to do with that strategy. But some people decide. Some people decide. You'll see. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the greatest of them all? And then, shoop, ICT will appear. All right, guys, I am the algorithm. This morning, actually, I was scrolling through the nets, the internets, and I found a clip. And it was a great way to start my morning. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So hopefully we can play this clip. Hopefully it's not too loud. Hopefully it's not too loud. This is how I started my morning.
No algorithm. Level 2, baby. No footprint. No volume profile. Point of control. The control is me. I'm controlling price. I'm controlling it. I'm controlling where this is going to go next. Dad, pisses you off because I
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
sound
whoa.
arrogant. Everybody else that isn't using what I'm teaching is clueless. No!
Whoa, 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 whoa.
That's so silly. Holy smokes! Volume
Oh.
profile my ass! You might as well just call me Mr. Perfect, because that's who I'm going to be from now on. ICT's retired. It's
Okay, okay, okay. So, I guess we're all wrong. Remember who controls the market. A lot of energy, that guy. No wonder he controls the market. Let's do it, let's do it. One more giveaway, exclusive group. Let's do it, let's do it. He controls the market but loses every single session. Yeah, you didn't hear what he said, man. You have to believe him. He lost because you guys were copying him. It's your fault, guys. It's your fault. He's Mr. Perfect. And he lost because because of what? Because of you guys. So I'm gonna use that excuse now. I quite like that excuse. If I lose, then I'm gonna blame other people. Let's see what gold wants to do. Everyone, good to be back. Happy New Year to all. Welcome back. Have you noticed that gold isn't flying when it breaks all-time high? Last year it was weird, absolutely flying. Yeah, we've priced in a lot of fundamentals. It is flying in NYSE. It is flying in NYSE, but London, we need to be careful. Counter buy says 5 on NAS. Not on the 5 minute. 5 minutes at resistance, but I think maybe 15. Yeah, potential on 15. But still 7 minutes though. Block can happen then. Still a bit low volume. I'm still watching gold here to see if London does something exciting. So give me a sec. Gonna go toilet, come back. BRB. 1 second. All right, we're back. We're back. Come on, gold. Wake up, wake up, wake up, gold. Let's go. Give us some action. But we are keeping safe until it does give us action. Let's have a quick check on DAX, though. Stuck at the top of the range. Very hard 5-minute push we had this morning. Nasdaq, what we want to do with Nasdaq here? Buy dips? Yeah, buying dips would be nice, yes. 576, you want me to buy a dip, bro, in London? 576, you want me to come back here in London? Hello. How do you backtest your strategy? Is it one setup at a time? No. So if you backtest on a software, like for example in Pip Labs, you can log which setup it was. So let's say you see a setup 2, a setup 1. If it was a setup 1, when you take the trade, you log that as a setup 1. And then it will collect data for you automatically. So you don't have to backtest one by one, you know? Also, new thing on Pip Labs, guys, we have now continue with Google, so you can you know, you can now log in with Google now. No need to make an account anymore. You can do direct with Google. But what I want to show you here, what I want to show is I want to show you the how you can test the strategy. See here, setups. There'll be a tab here called setup, setup 1. You can collect data. Every time you take a trade, you can collect data on each setup. You don't need to do that, right? Do it like individually. You can just collect data on each setup, and you can collect data on each strategies. So every strategy you can collect data on, right? Stuff like that. Right? And it's very easy to log a trade as a setup. I can show you guys later how to log it, but literally in the trade, you click on the trade, right click, and then it will say log trade, log it as a setup. That's it. You should do a video where you show everything. We have it. We have it. When someone pays, they get access to the video. It pops up for them. They can watch it. ACG passing percent. The pass rate in phase 1 is 24% to 28, while the pass rate of phase 2 is 40 to 45. All right. Seems a bit high for me. I wonder what their payout rate is. That's the real question. All right, 15-minute candle closing here. Looking like it's going to be a little bit doji. Not dodgy, doji. Adding shorts for London Open. All right. If you're going to be a seller for London Open, that's your choice. Do you trust breakout on London Open? It's going to be our best chance if we do breakout. Have you ever tried using a hedge instead of an SL? Yes, I've seen that. I've tested it, but it was too complex. I was losing when I did that. I wouldn't make any money. It would protect me from losing, but I wasn't making any money. There might be a way to do it. It's just you need to look into it pretty deeply. So Nas still counter trend, lack of volume here I'm seeing, so I'm not ready for Nas. Yeah, Nas closed above here, but just very low volume, and it's all counter trend and counter bias. For our on NQ chart looks bearish too. Yeah, I'm just not trusting the buyers just yet. You know, look at this very small, like I'm not seeing buyers really coming into the market fully, right? See a bit of buyer absorption here at the highs. We see, look, absorption, lack of full continuation. 30-minute time frame is not over yet. And this will be London Open candle, so I can get some more clarity on London Open candle. In the meantime, we're keeping safe from gold. I can imagine a lot of people are trying to buy the highs right here, guys. A lot of people. And they're going to be getting cooked at the moment. Trying to buy the highs right at the range high. You need closes, guys. Closes. You need structure formation. Remember, you need to know how to trade London right now. London is not in a breakout phase. Right? To get the breakouts, we need very specific setups. Very specific setups for the breakout. Like what, right? Because then people say, like what? Close above 40, strong 15-minute candle closes. Those two things would give you a chance. It's not even saying, hey, this is a very, very good breakout setup. No, it would give you a chance. I'm still up for buys, but I'm going to be looking to buy from down here or even lower if we can get there. Would be better. Nasdaq, what is Nasdaq trying? Still slow, still slow. Another short all-time high. If they have a strategy to short the all-time high, then they can short the all-time high. I'm more of a momentum trend trader, right? I like to trade with the trend. So yeah. Are you a volume trader? Meaning what? I use volume profile. Tall trader. How tall are you, man? How tall are you? I'm interested. How tall is tall trader? Let's see. What if tall trader is short? Aha. Then we have a problem. 80 is for the 80 inches? Bro, what is inches, bro? Who gives height in inches, man? Shit. Someone translate that. Tell me in feet. Tell me in centimeters. Someone convert, please. 6'8". Damn, 203 centimeters. Okay, man is pretty tall. Yeah, I have to give him that. Man is a tall trader. 6'8". Sheesh. You must be trading like this. For sure he's trading like that. Just kidding, man. Just kidding. Is that the height where, like, you have problems sitting in airplanes and stuff like that? What's the max height before you start having problems, you know? Heard them all, don't you worry? Yeah, just a bit of fun. You must have, right? Like cars, you're definitely hitting your head top of cars. 6'4", I'm already struggling. 6'4" is tall, yeah. Bro, when are you giving a trade? When gold sets up, man. We're avoiding losses right now. I told you I'm looking for a buy, but we're going sideways. It's a bit tricky at times in planes, but I just fly business. Yeah, you have to fly business like that. But even business will be small, man. Trust. Only 10% of the world population is above 6 foot. What percentage of the world population is 6 foot? I won't fit in your Porsche though. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, man. And you know the passenger seat is even smaller. The driver seat, I think 6'8". I don't know. That's what I'm thinking, man. 6'8" is tall, man. I don't think so. Yeah. You know, with big quads, you can't fit in a Porsche bucket seat, huh? The sides don't give you enough space. That's why when Chris Bumstead bought his Porsche, he had to buy comfort seats. Yeah, well, he can't fit with his quads, man. Are you trading futures market? Both. I'm trading both. Is it straight piped? No, not yet. Straight pipe is too annoying, man. It's too annoying. It's really loud, man. Especially if you're taking the thing on track. I have a friend here in Dubai, and he has a custom straight pipe exhaust. Man, it's super loud. Super loud. The post I have on Instagram, that blue car. If you check the post on Instagram, the blue car. It's a really nice setup he has, but it's extremely loud. Like, it's louder than a GT3 Cup car. Because GT3 Cup cars are deeper sound. That is just like a high pitch, like, nuts sound. Which brings one you most profits? What does that mean, bro? What do you mean by that? Have you modified it or keeping it stock? Yeah, I have some mods in it, man, but they're more track-orientated mods. So I have something for camber blocks. I have better tires. I have upgraded brake components. Stuff like that. Which one brings you most profit? What's which one? Which one what? Which pair? Which what? Alright, 5 minutes till open, guys. So hopefully we get some action now. 5 minutes till open. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hopefully we get some action here for open. Otherwise, this is like a medieval torture method. Medieval tortured method. New medieval torture method. Here's a little trick, guys. Listen up to this trick. This will save you because it happened to me yesterday. Yesterday, US 30, I was looking to take a short. I was going to take a short from right here. Would have been a great short. But I was looking at MYM. MYM is micro futures. Okay? Micro future contracts. On MYM, it did not have a top wick. But on YM and on TradingView, it had a top wick. So make sure if you to have two charts open if you're trading futures, or to, because you could have a top wick on the actual YM, which is gonna be mini, right? Which is gonna be a bit more accurate than micro because more volume is traded with minis. So don't let that deter you, because that's what happened to me. Bro, it's not which one makes you more profit, it's which one brings you more profit, bro. It's next level. Which one brings you? What's better, KFC or I'll Bake? I didn't try I'll Bake till now. I didn't try. Didn't try. Same with the sweeps on micro and mini? Yes. You're not a local, bro. I'll Bake is not local, bro. You're not local, bro. You're not broker. You need to go to the original places, bro. Probably man has not even eaten at Ravi's before, man. 100%. Tourist shit, man. He's a tourist. Full tourist. Yeah, Al Baik is from Saudi. Exactly, man. Look, even this guy knows. I've eaten at Ravi's? There you go, bro. There you go. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. All right, open here 1 minute. Gold, what do you want to do, man? You're just going to stay in this range. You're going to give us a hand. What is going on? Let's see what NASDAQ is doing here. NASDAQ closing bearish. See if we can hop into some sells maybe. Where? Something sneaky like this. If not, we'll stick on the buy side and we'll buy from down here. We just need to see how the buyers are taking control right now. See how the buyers are taking control. But we have a 30-minute below here. Shitty price action. What's your risk to reward ratio? 1 to 50, bro. 1 to 50. Mr. Dax, what are you doing, Mr. Dax? This could break out would be nice, but it's not showing us signs. I feel like maybe open has chance to move down. I wouldn't mind selling DAX, guys, below here. Why? Because remember, we're mixed bias. So this could be quite nice below here. Huh? Some big sells could come through. So let's keep an eye on that. Legendary Trader is back in the chat. Welcome back, Legendary Trader. So a lot of guys here would have lost money on gold, right? We spoke about why it's not a good idea to take gold buys right here, and look what happened. A lot of people would have lost money trying to take gold buys right there. So hopefully you learned something, how to play London session. Very important. So let's see what DAX did here on open. Whoa, last second it did close up here. But right at the 15, we can't really do much, but we can trade above it. So it's above below situation now. See how 1 hour candle, no top. Now we're tapping that zone. Let's have a look at Nasdaq, how Nasdaq closed here. The 1 hour time frame. Closed bullish. 30-minute weak bullish. 15-minute bearish. So let's see what gold ends up forming here. Also, I appreciate you guys showing up to the stream. Pleasure to have you guys. Goal is we need to get back to 500 viewers. That's the goal. So if you leave a like on the stream, I would appreciate that for the free value. I think we are now can crown ourselves. Can we crown ourselves the most consistent London stream? I think we can. I think we can. That's the thing, man. You show up daily. You show up every day. You do the work long term. You get results. That's what we want, right? We've helped hundreds of people. We continue to do so, and it's fun. And it's fun. Over 1,000 streams and 1,000 days of fun, difficulty, pressure, profits. It's great. You can't buy this experience. You just can't. Like if someone asked me, are you happy that you did this? I'll be like 100%. I would not be as good as a trader as I am today if I didn't take this leap to put myself out there. Thanks for showing up, man. Really appreciate it. Thank you guys for showing up, joining me. Keeping trading a little bit interesting, right? Because it's quite boring, man. Who won the 100k subs to fly out? Not yet. We haven't selected yet. I need to make the form. Still coming, but it was, you know, New Year's and no one was going to fly out. So we're still going to do that. App name, this is called Trading View. It's to view the charts. Don't spam. How many pips you risk in each trade? Depends. Depends on what pair I'm trading, right? It's different. Nasdaq points, gold might be bigger, you know, DAX might be different. It all depends. US 30 had bullish bias. It did have bullish bias, but we had our reasons yesterday. I was explaining why, what we could see. Bit of a fundamental play and structural basis. Maybe a close above here, guys, could be a quick buy. Little sneaky buy. What are we looking like? 10 point stop loss, 8 points to break even, and then if we can get 10, you get your 1-to-1. You know, clean candles we have till that 15 there. 30 is a little lower. No, 30 moved higher. I don't know why that moved down. So yeah, we do have a 1-to-1 back up there. But we need the 5 to close above, right? So we can get above this resistance. Then we have a big clean candles there. So let's draw a little box. But it looks like we're faking out at the moment, which is keeping us safe. Remember, the sell idea is still there, huh? Below here, sell idea is still open. Sell idea is still open. NASA volume came. What's NASA? Oh, Nas. Yeah, not much, man. What volume? I don't really see much volume, man. I mean, what? This break of high, only a 7-point push, man. Right back to where we started, man. It's quite rubbish. I mean, you could run a stop loss here of what? 10, 11 points? How much did it give you? 7 points? And I guess something better than nothing, but not the volume you want to see, right? We want to see big candles, like what we had in this trade we took on stream, right? This one here. This is NAS. This is NAS volume, right? This is what we want to be trading, right? This is NAS volume. Not this. Here we go, gold. Gold is giving counter trend options only at the moment. If you're a counter trend trader, counter bias trader. Let's go back just quick to see what DAX is doing, trying to get back above my zone here. This would be a nice 5-minute candle close above. Possible this 1 minute might just do it if it breaks out. But we need a close above here. No close above, no entry for me. 18 points is a bit steep, but we could run something tighter if we get this 1 minute candle to close above. It would be perfect to see this close bearish, next one close above. That will be our entry. That'll be our entry, and then we have to rely on the next candle to the next 5 minute to close above. Yeah, we do have our daily up there as well. Well spotted. Let's bring a line up there. This, we haven't tested it yet, so this definitely can be problematic for us. What's the 1 hour? Oh, this 1 hour back here. Oh, so we have closed above here. I don't know if I'll have enough time. I was hoping it closes bearish here. I was hoping it closes bearish, so I could take the 5. I really wanted the 1 minute because I don't think it makes sense for me to run stop loss here, guys. 19 points. 30 minutes is 10 points away. Daily is 3 points away. And my stop loss is not going to be the best idea right here at 9 points, because it can come retest the range. I get stopped out and it still continues. Doesn't mean that my trade is wrong. Look at that daily test here, reaction from daily. That's why we want the 1 minute structure. Gold? Yeah, I was looking at gold, man. Nothing just yet. Nothing just yet. I mean, there is a potential if you want to push a 1 minute strategy in London here, potential. But we're at 1 minute support, so I take that back. I take that back. But we might close below it actually. How big is this stop? Let's see. 29. Here's 40 to get to here is what, 20? Oh, that's too deep now. Yeah, that's silly. Selling after that. There's one potential scalp here, guys, above the daily resistance. Bit aggressive, but it's our only shot. If we get above the daily resistance, we can look to scalp. Stops below here. That's the only thing I see right now. So I'll just be on standby for that. Let's see. 30 seconds for the candle to close. All the early buyers just got cooked, right? See? All the early buyers potentially getting cooked. And we're going to be kept safe. All these India commenters annoying with gold. Yeah, they're just going to get banned. That's what's gonna happen to them. It's not gonna be a bad thing to come and fill some of this area here. Naz is dead. Gold. I didn't want to sell the lows yet on gold. Can I buy from this zone, I'm thinking? Didn't tap a 1 hour support yet. Oh, we might be getting the close here. Oh no, it took our range, man. That's nasty. DAX has been like this though. DAX has absolutely been like this. It's been such a party pooper, DAX. Really has. Cheers, Simon. Good luck, Harry. See you on the charts. Don't want to spend too long. Yeah, man, not a bad idea. I mean, we're keeping super safe today. It's a little bit a Chinese torture here at the moment here. We're going to call this chart torture session. Really torturing. But hey, man, otherwise we'd be losing money. I can't tell you how many people would have bought the highs here on gold. A lot. A lot, a lot. Why does gold on Forex look different than futures? Yeah, it will look different. It will look slightly different. Just follow, if you're trading futures, follow the futures chart. The prices will be different as well. Guys, let's not waste time. Let's not waste time. What are we going to do? We're going to look at gold and see if we can settle. We haven't retested anything, so we can't take a buy yet because we didn't retest anything. So the buy is going to be risky. This could be a lower high coming. We had 1, 2, 3, 4 big 5-minute candles. This could pull up and be a lower high. If it is, then we can look for sells. We can actually sell counter bias today for, move back down. Nasdaq just ranging at the moment. We need to break out the range towards the downside or to the upside here. Don't trade in this range. You can if we create clear support and you can trade back up to this high. DAX at the moment moving nicely bullish here, right? We can see DAX moving nicely bullish, tapping into the 15-minute target here. But again, not giving you clear entries. If you're entering based on 15-minute time frame, this stop loss not making sense, 35 points. But we're opening into this big clean 15-minute zone here. This is a big zone, guys. So DAX is not crazy. All we have to see is some sort of structure formation, guys. 1 5-minute candle pullback. Exactly what gold is doing, just the opposite, right? So we need to see the opposite thing happen on DAX right now. Let it create structure and it's ready to go. You can take some nice buys on DAX, but this will come later. If we've been looking what time DAX has been moving, it has had some late moves, okay? This has moved. Let me show you yesterday's session. We broke out the range here at 140. So about an hour and 20 minutes from now, guys. An hour and 20 minutes from now, DAX broke out. At this time, 1240. Look, 1230 right now. Now it's about 1217. We were ranging. 1217 we're ranging. And at about 1 o'clock, we broke out. So maybe a 1 o'clock setup today as well. We need structure, right? We need structure at this point here. You can't just rip the highs and hope for the best. It is possible to do that. But again, stop loss is always going to be the problem because it could pull back, stop you out, all of that stuff. And running a super big stop loss, you're just not going to get paid. Because if you put stop loss right now below this candle, 23 points, you're 1-to-1 to just get back what you risked. It's going to be almost 50% of this whole LTA. With a push already have happened. So be extremely careful with that. And yeah, let's see how price action develops here. There could be a few options. Those are the plans. Show up on tomorrow's stream. We had CPI yesterday. Today's the aftermath of CPI. So we're seeing a little bit hesitation in the charts, especially in gold, right? Hesitating. And New York could be very, very interesting here, right? New York could be very, very interesting, and we see what happens for New York, right? And because we're pulling back here. We're pulling back. So we'll see what ends up happening. If we can take buys for New York, or if the 4-hour wants to close bearish. If 4-hour closes bearish back in the range, you could be selling on gold for New York. So keep this all in mind. And yeah, let's see how this develops, guys. Obviously, not the most exciting session, but we avoided a lot of losses, man. I'm telling you, trust me on this. A lot of people trying to buy gold in London today would have been messed up. Trust me, it's difficult. So realize the value in that. Show up. We had some great conversations, great education. Show up tomorrow. We'll have some great trades. Kick off the week strong. It's only, beginning of January. Let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it winning. I'll see you guys on tomorrow's stream. Much love. Take care. Trade sharp. Hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. Peace. Cheers, guys. Cheers.